Hello everyone, welcome back with Afro in Action. I'm Augustine. First and foremost, I would like to thank every single one of you guys for helping me by sharing the video to reach out to our entrepreneurs. Today, Afro in Action has the honor to meet with one of those successful stories, our first entrepreneur, Christophe Koloko. Guy is a Cameroonian entrepreneur. He resides in the Houston, Texas area, and he came up with his company, K&S Solar, 2 years ago. K&S Solar provides solar energy in Houston, Texas. Today we're going to sit down with Guy and talk to him about K&S Solar and also his debut. Hi Guy, welcome to Afro in Action. We are very honored to have you.
Thank you very much.
What time did you come from Cameroon to the United States?
Oh, I came from Cameroon to the United States. That was in October 2004. I arrived at Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
So that's where I spent pretty much half of my life in the United States, of course.
Okay. So, and when it comes to your life in Atlanta, what can you tell us about your education route?
I heard about one college that is called Southern Polytechnic State University in Merida, Georgia, and they offer a pretty interesting major, bachelor degree, and it was mechatronics engineering, which is mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and computer science.
Combined.
Yeah, all in one. So just like you, oh, that's interesting. What can you be with that kind of major, right? Because
exactly.
that actually sounds good. You can be very versatile. You can work in any kind of industry, pretty much, because you're a multiple hats engineer.
Okay.
So that's exactly what I went for.
At what point did you know that you wanted to become an entrepreneur?
Well, to being an entrepreneur is something that everyone wants to be. You know, who doesn't want to be an entrepreneur, right? So it was just, okay, you want to be an entrepreneur, but what can you do? What would you do? So I had to figure it out. What can I do to help and to provide something for my family?
Okay.
And I was working for a company when I had an idea to do solar because it's one of the biggest energy is one of the biggest issues in Africa. Okay. So I wanted to do something that I can bring back home and help.
Okay.
And I thought about solar.
So have you always have interest in solar energy, or did it just come up out of nowhere?
It did not come up out of nowhere. It's just a part of my background because in Cameroon, we have power outage every time, and I'm sure you actually study. If you be from Cameroon too, you actually study with the candles, and that is not fun.
No.
Even in 2016, I'm sure I know that a student will study with candles.
Okay.
So at first I thought about just lightning, LED powered by solar panels, and then I realized that only 2 companies are doing solar because I wanted to learn, and that's when I decided to actually start up my own company and being an entrepreneur. But the real motive behind that is just Africa. That's just what it is, and I wanted to learn something. Being an entrepreneur here, where I can go back home and help.
Okay. When it comes to solar energy, doing research, I learned that it's very pricey, just for regular middle class Americans. How can one afford solar energy, and how is it helping them saving energy anyway?
That's a very good question. So you have to think about the solar like a power plant.
Okay.
But instead of hydroelectric power plant somewhere in the river, you have it on your roof, and it's a solar. that capture the radiance from the sun and transform that into electricity. That's why it's called green energy. Now, that power or that small power plant that you put in your house is hooked into the main distribution of your house. So that power actually generates electricity to run your entire house when the sun is up, of course.
Okay.
So if you do not use that power, you have the ability to sell it back to the grid.
Okay.
So by sending it back to the grid, you have two meters. The meter that counts the power that you're getting from the grid, and the meter that counts the power that you're sending back to the grid.
Okay.
So at the end of the month, you have two different readings. The one that you pull from the grid and the one that you sort them.
So talking about you starting your business, what is like the hardship that you encounter and when you start a business?
I can tell you that United States of America is one of the country where to start a business is the most easiest process ever. So that was my first question. Like, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to start a business. It's going to be too much trouble, too much paperwork, rules and regulations. So I started researching how to start up a business. I set up my business in 2 days. And my business was already registered with the name, with the insurance, ready to go, with the bank account. All I needed was just to look for customers. So that's easy as the process. I mean, it's in Texas, I would say.
Okay.
Just go on the website, look for a name, and if the name is not taken, that's the name of your business. You pay, I believe I paid about $360 to register the business, and that's it.
Okay. What prospect do you have regarding your technology in Africa, especially in Cameroon? Like, do you see yourself expanding from Houston to Cameroon?
I'm already doing so, actually.
You are? You
Yeah.
are interesting. So you want to elaborate a little bit about what you've been doing?
Yeah, well, so it's in fact, my business here would be just like to get my feet wet, right? To learn experience. But where I really have to go do the work, it's in Africa, in general, as a work. I'm only just because I'm just patriot, I want to get started there. But I do have a setup going on right now. There's a lot of things that we can do with solar to make life much easier. For instance, I have a lot of design for some application back home. One of them that can be for you easy to understand. It's just the solar panels that will get the power from the sun and charge the battery. And the battery will also power like a ceiling fan like this. So pretty much everything will be wired integrated into the house. So you're gonna have a solar room where the power comes from the solar and the battery and runs your light, run your ceiling fan. So we need things like that in school, hospital, any public things, even smaller offices, smaller business, you name it, house. So I have a lot of design. One of them that is very useful right now is a solar panel that will power a small pump that will pump water from a water well. That way you don't have to use the conventional pump or spin the wheels.
Electric going.
Yeah,
That's
electrical from the sun, so you don't have to wire anything from the grid. You can move it around, go to the village, put it in the river, and expose the solar panels. You will power the pump, and you just have a hose, and the water just flow wherever you want.
I do have some people who've been following or waiting this interview, and I was very happy. So they sent out some questions that I'm going to have to read you. And well, they followed the videos on Facebook.
Okay.
So they sent some questions that they want you to answer.
Okay.
So the first person who sent a question, it came from Nelly.
Hey, Nelly.
So Nelly wants to know that what advice can you give to someone who wants to start his business but only has an idea?
That's a very good question because the answer is at the same time funny, but that's the reality. Ask Nelly, if she doesn't do it, we will do it for her.
Okay.
She has an idea, she wants to do something. If she doesn't do it, we will do it for her.
Okay. So
Her
just
friends,
explore
her
your
cousin,
ideas.
she gotta go do it.
So just if you want to do something, just put yourself
Put it into
it.
action.
Okay.
That's the only way to make it happen.
Okay. So another question came from Yan.
Yan, hey, Yan.
When it comes to investors, fundraising, how did you proceed or what advice can you give to someone on how to do it and when?
Fundraising?
That if somebody
I've never
wanted
done
to, let's say, since you own a solar's energy
Yeah.
and somebody wants to help you, and the way they can come in will be to become an investor to you. How would you advise somebody to proceed into that?
He just call me and we talk, and I tell him what's up, and I tell him what but I'm not really looking for an investor right now. But to invest into business, I have to call and say you're interested, you want to invest.
Okay.
That's how he will learn. That's how he will find out. I cannot really tell him what to do because I've never been into that situation, and I've had a couple of investors approaching me for my business, but they use the very legal way to do that.
Okay. Well, I hope they're liking your answers.
Well, because I really don't know exactly, right? Because he said how to.
Like investor, because some people they have this, they don't want to have a business, but they want to invest. They want to become shareholders. So, and how do I become a shareholder to your company? So I guess I just have to communicate with you.
Yeah. So, but a company like mine, my company, I'm not looking for
shareholders.
For shareholders.
Okay.
But he's more than welcome to call solar companies in where he lives, if he's here, and say, hey, I want to offer this share. Maybe he can look for public solar company.
Okay.
That way he can buy the stocks.
The stocks.
Yeah.
Okay. So this question is coming from Cyril. You said, because so if somebody is starting a business, you did mention that starting a business was the easy part.
Yeah,
okay.
It's very easy.
So if somebody's starting a business, what about, what would you do how can they go about looking to start it? Like, what's your action plan? And have you changed your strategy along the way to increase the spend of your customers?
So the first question is, how did I start a business?
Yeah, like how easy was it for you to start, since you mentioned that it was easy?
Just like Nelly. That was Nelly, right? I had an idea, I had a plan. I didn't do a business plan.
Okay.
I just wrote everything on paper. This is what I want to do. And then I started Google how to become solar panel business.
Okay.
And I learned what needed to do to open a solar panel business.
Okay.
So it was just kind of checklist. So I checked on my list and I started the business. And it made me feel good because I wake up at my time, I do what I love, I do what I like, it's my passion. I think, read, sleep, wake up, just thinking about solar.
You just have to put yourself into it.
You just have to put yourself into it. Now, it depends the purpose of running the business. If I want a business has to be super rich and the wrong way. Not doing business right, you just don't care, you just want to have money, or you just want to have a business because you want to do something that you love and I can get you what you can eat every night and you're satisfied with that. That's what a lot of people actually do.
Okay.
So it depends really, but that's the advice. Is he looking for the advice that I can tell him? Well, it's just tell him to believe in himself and make mistake while you are young.
Okay.
Because if you wait for 40 years old to say, okay, I'm going to start a business, by the time you learn what it takes to be a businessman or an entrepreneur, it's not going to be good. Yeah, you better start it even at 15 or 16.
Okay.
That way by 25 you will shock.
Okay. So this last question is coming from Kate. She wants to know, what can you tell to young entrepreneurs who are afraid to start their business?
I would say the same thing I said to Nelly. If they don't do it, I'm not going to call them and say, let me do that for you. So they have to know exactly where or what they will do to be happy.
Okay.
If they want to do solo, I encourage them strongly. They can actually contact me. I can share my stories, let them know how I did. And because solar is such a huge business, you know, you might think just solar is just a solar panel, but you might do solar on residence, solar small kit, solar design, solar watch, solar on everything.
Okay.
Anything that electricity you have solar. So they're more than welcome to use YouTube.
Sure.
Google, use YouTube, educate yourself. And if you need somebody to ask more specific questions, I'm here. I'm all about helping, sharing what I know, because that's it's a blessing.
Well, I'm very happy that you took time out of your schedule to come sit with us today and educate us a little bit more about solar energy. And do you have any advice you would like to give to the followers?
Yeah, well, the advice I'm gonna give them is do not at any circumstances, do not doubt in yourself, because only yourself will lead you to what you want to be.
Okay.
Go do it. You have a plan, you want to be all the successful athlete. They will tell you they wanted to be that person, when they were younger. They have to just work hard and hard and hard. Same thing with athletic. That's the same thing in business.
Okay.
You just gotta work hard also. That's also what comes with it. Work hard. Because if you do not, do your for your competition, if you don't try to figure it out, how you're gonna make things happen, you have to work hard. You have to put into work.
Okay.
You have to put into work. So that's the advice. Put into work hard, and believe in yourself, and be a doer, not just a talker.
Okay.
Just go do it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming to African Action and talking to us.
Thank you.
We are very honored to have you. And to our viewers, thank you again for the support that you guys do. And it was Augustine, and it was also Guy who came and talked to us about KNS Solar. Thank you for watching.